यशोदानन्दना व्रजजनरञ्जना यमुनातीरा वनचारी Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Jagannatha, Jayo Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Jayo Jagannatha. Jayo Jagannatha, Jayo Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, समवेद भक्तवृंद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nishtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, 14th, text 14th. Daivi Yesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite Daivi Yesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite Daivi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. Mataji's? Abhimanyu Prabhu, you can read the translation.
This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of physical nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it.
Yes. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you for the IYF session, Sunday IYF session, and also seeking blessings from Bhaktivinoda Prabhu and all the senior devotees assembled here. Radhapati Prabhu has also come. Please listen, Prabhu. So, many times, after we have come to Krishna consciousness, many times definitely all of you might have heard this one statement that we all have to become serious in Krishna consciousness. How many of you have heard? So I was just thinking, what exactly it means to become serious in Krishna consciousness. So before that, this will be the theme I'm going to discuss. So before talking about the topic, so I would like to ask you, how do we know if somebody is serious about anything? Not only about spiritual life, somebody is serious about education, somebody is serious about profession, somebody is serious about sports, somebody is serious about bodybuilding, anything. Seriousness is seriousness. So my question is, how do we know if somebody is serious about something? He is obsessed about it. He invests a lot of time.
When he is doing something, he is not talking to someone or he's not inattentive while doing his pattern.
So he is very attentive about what he is doing. Yes. It's a passion. With determination. Time testing. That is time. How much? For a long time. Utsaha Nishaya Dhari. Very focused. Yeah. So, if you want to know if somebody is serious, one key word is consistency. If you are consistent about something, means you are serious about that. If you are not serious, then actually we are not consistent. We start for some time, then again we go back, again come, again starts for some time, again go back. So there is no consistency. So if you find consistency in anyone, that means they are very serious. Suddenly some people think, now I will do diet, I will maintain good health. So yes, it happens for 1 week, 10 days. After that Sunday feast will come, then we fall for it. So we think we'll do yoga, we end up doing bhoga. So that's what happens. So what it means to be serious in Krishna consciousness. So serious in Krishna consciousness means two things. To take Krishna seriously and to take Maya seriously. So what are the two things? To take Krishna seriously and to take Maya seriously. So, we don't become serious in Krishna consciousness if we don't realize the power of Maya. All of you know Maya is powerful, right? Krishna is invisible. Maya is ultra visible. So, not easy to overcome. So, Maya is very powerful. So, some of us, we may take what happens many times, some devotees, even in the history, I'll give you so many examples. Whether you talk about history or present situation, some people take Maya very seriously and they don't take Krishna seriously. And some people take Krishna very seriously, they don't take Maya very seriously. In both the situation, the result is, so that is why we need to be very careful. So, so what happens when people take Maya very seriously, then they can't achieve it, then they become depressed. So then they can't achieve anything, they don't see any results, then they become depressed, they feel I'm fallen, all this kind of mindset they go to. So that is why So we will try to understand the power of Maya and we'll try to understand the power of Krishna. We all know the power of Krishna, but we might have not dived deeper to understand what exactly is the power of Maya. So that today we'll try to understand that. So I'll give you some wonderful stories from the history about how people took Maya very seriously, but small little bit, little inalertness, little inattentiveness can actually destroy a person's life altogether. So famous example is Shaubari Muni. Shaubari Muni went on to do tapasya. What kind of tapasya? Not fasting one time or fasting anukalpa. What kind of tapasya? Not nirjal. Not even nirjal. It was nirvayu. He even stopped taking air also. That is the level of, and he went under the water. And there he saw two fishes uniting and he got disturbed. So, even if you go there, small, insignificant thing can actually completely take over us. So that's why we need to be very careful. And we see in Ramayana, Mother Sita, she never ever desired anything other than Ram. Never ever. But at one point in time when she saw the golden deer, that one point she desired something other than Ram. For that one insignificant desire, what was the cost? Entire Ramayana. That was the cost she had to pay. 1 year of, then you know what was the future of her life. So one moment of desiring something other than the Lord, then what all she had to go through. So what about us? Sometimes we desire about Krishna. Most of the time we are into something else. That's why Prabhupada's coining this word, Krishna consciousness, is quite amazing. So then we see the example of Bharat Maharaj. So he was in the stage of so how easy or how difficult is to reach the stage of Bhava? Very easy, right? 8 months is 8th stage, na? 9th is Prema. 8th stage, 8 months, 8 years. So that's why I say how this entire, this 9 stages, what are the 9 stages? Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Asakti, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava and Prema. It's quite interesting. So how many of you are in which stage? Very honest, huh? Or you are very humble? In one sense, okay. How this entire 9 stages works very brilliantly. See, Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha is quite interesting. It is like you are driving a cycle on a flat surface, flat road. How do you, all of you know driving cycle? You just cycle, aram se, hearing some song. And you are just driving and you are moving. It's wonderful. Then Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha is also good. Then Sadhu Sangha, the moment you go with Sadhus, Sadhu Sangha you do, what do? They pull you to do Bhajana Kriya. So then you start Hare Krishna. That is also fine. Maybe you're like driving in at 60-40 kilometers speed cycle, but it may reduce like 2-3 kilometers, 5 kilometers speed. But still you're moving, flat road. Then the moment you hit Anartha Nivritti stage, then the surface becomes steep. The flat road becomes steeper and steeper and steeper. Then what happens? The struggle to push the pedals becomes tougher and tougher and tougher. So then what happens? You are pushing. So much of effort, so much of energy is going, and how much you are moving? 1 inch. So here, when the surface becomes steep, so then what happens? You have to put more energy, then you don't move faster also, then you need to have a lot of patience also. Hope. 3 things. First is, you need to push, you have to put so much of struggle. Second, results are not visible. not tangible results. And third thing is, there are all chances of losing hope. So here is a challenge. So what happens? So now we are driving flat surface, so many people are there. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hari Bol, Prabhuji, Mataji, Hare Krishna. It's going very nicely. When the road becomes steeper, then what happens? There are less people. Because you cannot drive alone with enthusiasm. So when the road becomes steep, then you are putting so much of effort, and hardly here and there few devotees are there in that stage. So, and you see some people are, Prabhuji, I am going back. And some people are going also. So then some same frequency people are there. They say, Prabhu, what happened? Prabhu, still so far to go. I am feeling too much, Prabhu. I am putting so much of, legs are paining, hands are paining, heart is paining, mind is paining. So what to do? And some senior devotees, Prabhu, I am also doing that. Already crossed 10 years, 15 years. Push little more. And whenever we find some enthusiastic senior devotees, yes, I also want to do it. Then we push, struggle and put effort. And after some time, they are like stronger. So they move little ahead. Then you can't see anybody else again. Then again question marks in the mind. Should I continue? So then no, again suddenly somebody will come and somebody will push. Again we will go a little bit forward. And as we are crossing the road, the steeper road, then after some time we turn behind. And when we turn behind, we see, wow, it is down. And we start calculating, if I make a U-turn, what happens? I don't have to pedal. Just you hold the handle and it will take you. And nice cool breeze also. And it's an amazing experience. And mind convinces us, stop, take a U-turn. Just go and see the breezing cool air. Even though it is summer, we are sweating. But when you take U-turn, it becomes winter. When you go straight, it is again still summer. So sometimes mind pushes, take U-turn. Then some people, they take U-turn and they go in the down and again come to the flat surface. And after they cross the flat surface, there is further ditch. Then they realize, Che, what did I do? I think I should go back to the right path. I should again go back. Again they take U-turn. Again more struggle. If they had stayed back, they could have continued from there. Now because you have come back, to get back to where you were, it takes double the time, double the determination, double the hope, double the confidence. Everything, because you have to double it. That is why those who are practicing and when they give up and to come back, it is too tough. So that's what, whatever happens, somehow we have to stay in the journey. Keep pedaling, keep pedaling. Even if 1 inch is better. 1 feet of movement is better. Now if you like 1 year, if you continue 365 feet, like you have traveled quite tangible amount of distance. So that is why we need to be very careful. So here we saw the Shaubari Muni. So then there is another interesting story of Pandu and Madari. So Pandu had a curse, right? If you ever unite with any woman, you will die. So he knew it. Madari also knew it. But see the power of Maya. Still they were pushed to go ahead. And they tried and he died. Can you imagine? You know, if you go there, you are going to die. But still you are going there. That is the power. And on the cigarette packets, it is written very clearly, statutory warning. Among all the fonts, this warning is actually has a bigger font. But still people take up. Why? Because this is what, that's why I say, whatever our logic, all of us we use logic, right? Our logic depends on our existing belief system. How our logic works? Our logic works based on our existing belief system. Now if you go to a smoker or a drunkard, he will give you all logic that what he is doing is right. Anybody and everybody, whatever somebody is doing, if somebody is breaking the principles, they are sinning. Hardcore sin they are performing, you go and talk to them. Every prostitute will have her logic to justify that what she is doing is right for her. That is the power of Maya. So similarly, I give example, like whenever we are taking, when somebody and some devotees are taking prasadam, like huge heap of rice, some pakoras, they are eating 3 gulab jamuns, 4 gulab jamuns, 5 gulab jamuns, and when we see that, what is the feeling? What is the feeling? He's like Kumbhakaran. Looks like he has come from Kumbhakaran family. What is that? Why is it? He's a glutton. How can he eat like that? In the mind we are thinking, this person is useless. That Vacho Vegam, Manasa Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Jivva Vegam. No, where is Jivva Vegam? Where is Udara Vegam? Only is just putting so much. Right? But when we are eating, sometimes we also eat. At that time we say, Prabhu, I am hungry, Prabhu. I was hungry. So for others, we immediately make judgment. But for ourselves, we give justifications. That's why we say justification is a sign of insincerity. For anything, we try to give justification. For whatever we do, we give. We are good lawyers for ourselves, but good judge for others. We become judge for others, we become liars for ourselves. Because we argue, we justify what I am doing is right. And that's how the Maya also works. Even when we come to Krishna consciousness also, because recently I was going through this, Ritvik, so many things are happening. I think most of you might have seen the videos also. They are so confident. And they are giving their logic also. Everybody are giving their logic. And every logic appears wonderful, right also. Why? Because those logic will get generated based on our belief system. If I believe Abhimanyu Prabhu is a very good person, whatever I see about him, whatever others may say, but I still use my logic that no, I know him. Whatever you may say, Prabhu, but I know what is Abhimanyu Prabhu. But if I hate him, whatever you may come and glorify, I know that he is a useless person. That's what our mind gives logic. That is why scriptures say, Tarko Apratishta. So from logic, you cannot arrive at any conclusion. So then the Pandu, this thing happened. Then our great Kaliya Krishna Das, he was serving Mahaprabhu. He was in the association of Mahaprabhu. We saw when Mahaprabhu came to South India, even if somebody touches Mahaprabhu, somebody hears Mahaprabhu chanting, they would become devotees. And here is a devotee who is serving Mahaprabhu. And what happened? He fell for Maya. So all these examples actually reiterating that be very careful, be alert. This we may say, Prabhu, these are all lila, yes, but these lilas are actually telling us a lesson. So every action of a person gives us a message. Only thing is you need to be alert to hear that message. So these messages are not spoken. Even in our relationships, many times when two people are speaking something, they are behaving in a particular way, their behavior is actually giving us a message. If we are not alert, we lose the message. We don't understand the message. So Maya is omnipotent. She's omnipotent and she's omnipresent. And all powerful. So because Maya is Krishna's energy. Therefore, conditioned soul cannot overpower Maya. That is the point. Now, question to all of you. Is Maya good or bad? What is your opinion? Many of you are saying good. Shall I pray that you get more? Get into more? Is Maya good or bad? Many are saying good. You are favoring Maya. Anybody, Maya is bad? No one. Everybody says Maya is good? Some people are 50-50. Correct. So, to understand Maya, whether she is good or not, we need to understand who is Maya. And Krishna is saying in this verse. This verse is open? Yeah. So Krishna is saying 3 things about Maya. Maya is Daivi. She is divine. And she is Gunamayi. She works under the 3 modes of material nature. And she's Duratyaya, very difficult to overpower. So, what are the three features of Maya? She's divine, Gunamayi, Duratyaya. So, it is not that Maya had created problems in the history only for people in the history. Maya is creating problems, giving problems even now also. The problem with us, with the current Kali Yuga is, people do not know that they are actually going through a problem. So, Maya has created illusion earlier, Maya is creating illusion even in Kali Yuga. People do not know that they are in Maya. That is the problem of Kali Yuga. Why? Because for Kali Yuga souls, Maya covers the intelligence and she covers the covering. I don't know how many of you understood. Maya, for Kali Yuga people, she covers the intelligence and she covers the covering so that you do not know that you do not know. That is the point. Jai Jagannath Baldevi Subhadra Maharani ki jai. So Kali Yuga is characterized by ignorance of ignorance. It is not just ignorance, we are ignorant of our ignorance. That is double ignorance. So that is the situation. So whether they know or not, whether people know it or not, Maya does her work. That's why I am teaching Upanishad, Isha Upanishad in Bhakti Shastri session. So Upanishadic statements are quite technical, quite powerful. So similar kind of statement I heard in one of the English saying. It says, he who knows not that he knows not is a fool, shun him. He who knows that he knows not is a student, teach him. He who knows not that he knows is in slumber, wake him up. And he who knows that he knows is a leader, follow him. Anybody would like to explain? Now I'll go one line by line, then you may be able to explain. So it says, he who knows not that he knows not is a fool, shun him. What is the meaning? Same thing. He who knows not, he doesn't know. He who knows not that he knows not. He doesn't know and he doesn't know that he doesn't know. That means he is utter fool. What you should do? Shun him. How to deal with four kinds of people? First kind of people, they do not know that they do not know. So better, what is the use of being with them? Shun him. Second, he who knows not, knows that he knows not. He doesn't know, but he knows that he doesn't know. Then he is a student, teach him. Third, he who knows not that he knows. He knows, but he doesn't know that he knows. He is in slumber, wake him up. And fourth, he who knows that he knows is a leader, follow him. Can you give examples from scriptures for these four? First, he who knows not and knows not that he knows not is a fool, shun him. Duryodhana. So he doesn't know that he doesn't know. So shun him. What is the use? All demonic people come under this category. Then second category, he who knows not but knows that he knows not is a student. Arjuna. Arjuna was very intelligent. He knew that he doesn't know, so he surrendered to Krishna. The famous Bhagavad Gita is because of that. Then third, he who knows not that he knows. Hanuman. So he knew, but he didn't know that he knew. So somebody has to shake him up, wake him up. So then he will grow. Then finally, he who knows that he knows is a leader. Krishna. So Maya is powerful. She can knock down anybody at any moment. Don't take Maya lightly. That is a most important point here. We need to take Maya very, very seriously. So when we understand the Vedic literatures properly, So then we understand the purpose of Maya. When we understand the purpose of Maya, then we actually understand what exactly is Maya. So the purpose of Maya is not to delude us. The purpose of Maya is not to make us fall down. Oh, really? I never thought this. The purpose of Maya is to elevate us. Let us prove it. So, what is the purpose of Maya? To make us fall down? To delude us? To put us in illusion? Then, what is the purpose of Maya? To elevate us. How, Prabhu? Maya means we are all scared, but you are saying how Maya elevates us. It is just like when a teacher, all of you have written exams, you were a student one time. So in exam, optional questions, so multiple choice questions, so teacher sets the question paper and teacher gives 4 answers. In that 4 answers, how many answers are wrong? What is this? Teacher is not at all compassionate. Teacher is giving you a question, giving 4 answers, in that 3 answers are wrong. 75% answers are wrong. Why teacher is so cruel? At least make 50%, na? At least give 2 correct answers. Why are you laughing? Yeah. Or 2 same answers you give, but at least be compassionate. I am not so intelligent. So teacher is giving 4 answers and in that 3 answers are wrong. Is that not cruelty? On the side, yes, somebody is saying yes. Is it cruelty from the side of teacher? No. So when the teacher sets this question and the right answers and wrong answers, and more wrong answers, 75% are wrong answers, and the purpose of the examiner or a teacher is not to fail the student, but to elevate the student, to help the student to go to the next level. Now, why it is not cruelty from the part of teacher? Because teacher is not just giving you question paper and 4 answers in the 3 wrong answers. Before giving the question paper, teacher is training you. Teacher has taught you what is right answer. Teacher has sufficiently trained you for a whole year, and at the end of the year, she is giving you question paper. So similarly, and the purpose of the exam is not to fail the student, but it is to elevate him to the higher standards. So similarly, Krishna or Maya gives us so many tests. But before that, before sending Maya, Krishna has already sent Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So it is up to a student to prepare well, sufficiently. After the result comes, then say, oh, what is this? I didn't get good marks. That is not the right attitude. What is the right attitude? Before the exam, when the college starts, how serious are you? So similarly, throughout the life, we should prepare ourselves. That's why in the entire life is a life of preparation. So if you don't prepare well, then suddenly something happens, then it doesn't work like that. So now, what is that exam? What is the exam of that conditioned soul which Krishna is going to give in our life? Krishna is going to give exams, right? All of us, we are aware of that. What is that exam Krishna is giving every now and then? Choices. Sorry? Difficulties. In that difficulties, what you have to do? Okay. So it is the exam for the conditioned soul is, how does a conditioned soul use his free will? As he said, choice. That's why we say life is a journey between point B to point D. What is B and D? In between there is C, which is choice. All of us, you are where you are because one day you had made a choice to be there. So today, whatever choices you are making, tomorrow you are going to get that. So right? So our exam is every day. Every day we have to face this exam. It is not once in a year. Every day we have to face exam, and every day we have to make the right choices. And our exam starts from the early morning, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, when the alarm rings. Should I get up or not? And mind says, anyway, you're in the path of pure devotion. You are going to become a pure devotee. And you are a pure devotee. 2 more minutes, sleep. Maya convinces like that. And you think that you're thinking, I just close and open the eyes. You close and you open, 2 hours are gone. That's how mind cheats. So we need to be really, really alert. Otherwise, we get knocked down. So, Krishna doesn't send the illusory energy just like that, but before that he sends Guru, Sadhu and Shastra to train us. Only thing is we have to get trained. So, if one hears from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, he understands what is to be done, what needs to be done, how to handle situation. And he follows the process of devotional service. And if he gets the strength to do that, then the Maya is no longer an obstacle. The moment we start following the Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, and we are in the strong association and growing, and we have got strength to make the right choices in our life, that means Maya will not create, or we feel that Maya can no longer create obstacles. Of course, that doesn't mean that a devotee, the moment you are in the strong association, you don't have to worry. It is not like that. And even a devotee is afraid of Maya, and he knows Krishna will never test beyond our capacity. We should also know this very important point. Yes, exams will come. Tests will come. We have to face test and exam every day, every now and then. But never think that you will be tested beyond your capacity. How? Very simple. All of you have written 10th standard exam, 10th standard question paper. Any of you in the entire history, have you ever noticed a 10th standard student in his 10th standard exam has got a PhD question paper? No. Has he got 12th question paper? No. Has he got 11th question paper? No. For 10th standard student, he gets only 10th standard question paper. Which means the purpose of the exam is not to fail the student, but to elevate him. Similarly, the purpose of Maya is not to make us fall down. The purpose of Maya is to elevate us. So from this logic, we can be rest assured, we will never be tested beyond our capacity. We will be tested as per our capacity only. All of you agree with this point? Yes. So, Maya never tests us beyond our capacity because that is not the purpose of Maya. If that is the purpose of Maya, we understood what is the purpose of Maya? To elevate us, to help us, to become stronger. But Maya's purpose is not to degrade us or delude us. So the purpose of Maya is not to keep the souls in illusion, but to help the soul realize the futility of staying in illusion and use their free will to come out. So Maya's exams actually teaches 2 important lessons. First thing is, these things will help us to understand the futility of this material world, futility of this illusion. And second thing is, it helps us to use our free will rightly. That is the point. So many times Prabhupada used to tell, Maya can never touch me. Prabhupada used to make this kind of statement. So some devotees felt, how somebody can say this, Maya can never touch me. So then one devotee, he went out of this way and he asked, Prabhupada, you said Maya cannot touch me. Like, how to understand? It is very simple, because every day, morning and night, I pray to Krishna, please help protect me from Maya. So I am very confident Krishna will protect. So, now what happens? Now Jnanis and Yogis, so Yogis understand the power of Maya, but they don't understand the power of Krishna. So hence, they do a lot of endeavors. Jnanis, they acquire a lot of knowledge. And Yogis, they do a lot of tapasya, intense tapasyas. So then what happens? It is just like once there was a boat So many people were traveling. There was one scientist also. Suddenly they found out there was a hole in the boat and water was entering from one hole. So they asked anybody, very intelligent people who can solve this problem. And one person said, I am intelligent. Who are you? I am a scientist. I know I can solve all kinds of problems. Oh really sir, please come and help. So then he said, do you have a needle, big needle and hammer? And he said, there is a hole, why you need hammer and chisel? No, you give me. Then he took the chisel and the hammer and he made another hole. And he said, give me a permanent marker. And he took the permanent marker. On the one hole, he wrote in. And the second hole, he wrote out. So he thought if he writes in and out, water will come in one hole, goes, exits in another hole. So this is the solution given by Jnanis. It is like, scripture says, dukkaushadam tadapi dukkam. You have a dukkha and you take the aushada for dukkha and that aushada will create another dukkha. So that is what is happening. And yogis, they perform intense tapasya. I'll tell you one interesting story. There was one a very great yogi who was living inside the cave for 364 days. It was like just outskirts of one village, and only on one particular day, on Akshaya Tritiya, when very auspicious day, he would come out. Very intense, strong tapasya. No eatings, nothing. Only on that day he will come out. He will give darshan. Lakhs and lakhs of people would gather to take darshan, to take blessing. And on one day he will eat something. Whatever boga, prasadam they have got, people have got, he will eat and he will go back inside. Again, next 364 days, nothing, you know what is happening inside. Such powerful tapasya he would do. And this happened year after year after year after year, almost like 30-40 years he did. And after like 40 years, one fine particular day, on a same auspicious day, he comes out and he finds there were nobody outside waiting for him. Nobody. And he was just waiting hours together. He thought people will at least come a little late. IST, Indian stretchable time. So people may stretch their time and come. So he was waiting for many hours. Still nobody came. By the time it was evening, he decided to commit suicide. He committed suicide. Then later, people, when they came out, they understood, actually the auspicious day was the next day. He came one day earlier. He had come one day earlier, thinking that was a day, and he saw there were no people to respect him, to offer things. So what is the understanding lesson from this story? Even though you have given up everything, you are doing such intense tapasya, but the ego will not let you. So that's what happens. This ego, this pride, I am a great tapasvi. Many times when we perform Nirjala Ekadashi also, like Nirjala Ekadashi, what do? What all we eat and drink? Nothing. So when we are doing Nirjala Ekadashi, and after doing Nirjala Ekadashi, whenever we see some devotees are drinking water, what we are thinking? Fallen. Nahi sudrega. And if somebody eats some fruits or anukalpa prasadam, gone case. What is the use of your life, Prabhu? That kind of. So here, Maharaj says very nicely, our body is fasting, but our ego is feasting. Ego is feasting. What is it feasting? It is thinking that I am great. I am doing Nirjala Ekadashi. So I call it, that is not Nirjala Ekadashi, that is Nirlajja Ekadashi. Nirlajja, you have become shameless, thinking that just you are thinking about how you are better than everybody else. So that is not the way. So even though these Jnanis and Yogis, they have acquired a lot of Jnana, they do a lot of tapasya, but this pride, you saw one there, I have many close, wonderful brahmachari friends. So one brahmachari was saying, on one of the Bhishma Panchaka, last 5 days of that Kartik, so they do intense tapasya, they don't eat anything. First day only 1 spoon of curd, 1 spoon of something very, very, very intense tapasya. So he decided to do 5 days tapasya. So he decided every day I will get up at 2 o'clock, 2:30. Before Mangalarati, I will chant 16 rounds. So first day he did. First day he got up at 2 o'clock. Nobody, everybody, other brahmacharis, other devotees who were there, they normally they woke up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, they came for Mangalarati, then they continued their tapasya. And this devotee woke up first day he woke up at 1:30. He chanted 32 rounds before Mangalarati, or 28 something, some rounds. And the first day that happened, other devotees came at 4 o'clock, 4:30, and the whole day went by. And he was telling me this. He was very graphically explaining, Prabhu, whole day I was thinking, have any one devotee has noticed me getting up at 1:30? Whole day fasting was never bothered me. Food, water, nothing bothered me. But what was the botheration? Somebody will come and tell others, hey, that Prabhu woke up at 1:30, he was chanting from 2 o'clock. Nobody. Then I said, okay, control. Next day is there. Again, second day. He woke up at again 1 o'clock, 1:30. Nobody were aware. And he was chanting and he was praying. At least somebody should wake up and witness. And they can go back to sleep. But so that they can tell others. Second day also. He said, food, water, nothing bothered me. But my only botheration was, nobody noticed me. Nobody acknowledged me. So this is a kind of tapasya what we are doing. So we are just trying to get some notice, some acknowledgement. So otherwise we can't perform. So that very clearly shows that is not coming from the heart. So that this pride will come. So after Bhishma Panchaka, then he decided, I will never do this again. Let me become proper, at least get up at 3 o'clock, 3:30 with other devotees, at least I can chant 16 rounds. Now I did every day like 64 rounds, but all the 64 rounds my mind was thinking about myself. What is the use of such chanting? Then he thought, at least let me chant 16 rounds properly. At least some 4 rounds, 10 rounds extra. That is better than doing this kind of intense tapasya and become obsessed to get name and fame. Puja Pratishtha Labh. So therefore, just understanding the power of Maya will not help. We need to understand the power of Krishna also. So now, how to understand the power of Krishna? So two things. So whenever we have problem, two things we should understand. There is a problem that I cannot solve. And this problem, Krishna can easily solve. These two things we should understand. What is the two things? There is a problem which I cannot solve. You get disturbed only when you cannot solve the problem. So there is a problem which I cannot solve, and this problem Krishna can, on his left hand finger he can solve. He actually showed it by lifting the Govardhan in his left hand little finger. So but Krishna can solve. So Krishna can solve how? Because the problem is beyond my control and problem is under Krishna's control. These are the two things in another way we can say. So problem is beyond my control and problem is very much under Krishna's control. So Maya also is known as Durga, and Durga means fort. So in the fort many prisoners are there, and we know the famous example, once king comes, there is a warden, he doesn't allow anybody. But when king comes, he allows. And king can make a decision. This person is very nice. He sees his report and from the warden and he says he is doing good. Let us release him from next month. Tomorrow, next week we will release him. So similarly, Krishna comes and sees our sincerity. He takes the report and he tells Maya, chhod do usko. Release him. If Krishna tells, can Maya say anything? She's just waiting for Krishna's orders. But only thing is, we are not making Krishna to take that risk only. Krishna is not telling Maya. So we are bindas, people are very happy with whatever we are doing. So we need to cultivate these spiritual desires. Now I have a question. Now, some of you are short-tempered. You don't have to raise the hand. Some of you are short-tempered. Some of you are good singers. Some of you are good speakers. Right? Some of you have that ego. Some of you are very prominent in some things. What happens when you come to bhakti? When you come to bhakti, you are still short-tempered? We are still short-tempered. Then what is happening when we come to bhakti? What is changing? Your nature, some of you are extroverts, like me, like extrovert. I need people. When I was not in Krishna consciousness also, I was with people. When I am in Krishna consciousness also, I am with people. So before KC also, I used to speak a lot. After KC also, I speak a lot. So then what is changing here? What is happening? When we come to bhakti, what happens? Krishna is becoming the center. Anything else? Purification. So what happens actually when we come to, like, we are living with this body, mind and intelligence. This is our vehicle. So we were living with this vehicle. Even after coming to Krishna consciousness also, we have to live with the same vehicle. Now, what happens when we come to spiritual life is, our vehicle remains the same, but our destination changes. So now, once we take up spiritual life, that means our destination has changed. But even that the change of destination is correct, but the vehicle is same. If you are kapha, pata, pitta, you have this problem, that problem remains the same. The problem with the mind remains the same. If you are a very intelligent before, you will be very intelligent here also. If you are not intelligent, you will not be intelligent here also. Don't think that if I take up spiritual life, I will become more intelligent. Yes, intelligent in the sense that, yes, Krishna, we understand that Krishna is the ultimate authority. The truth we will know. But I am talking about in general material intelligence. So if I become a devotee, I will get better salary. So to get better salary, you need to better perform. You need to perform better. So what happens when we come to bhakti yoga? This cultivation of spiritual desires is what actually bhakti yoga. We have to cultivate spiritual desires. So bhakti yoga is a scientific process to transform our desires. Bhakti yoga is a scientific process which helps us to transform our desires. So our desires to enjoy is transformed to desire to serve. Desire, the lust gets transformed to love. Greed gets transformed to contentment. Pride gets transformed to humility. Anger gets transformed to tolerance. Illusion gets transformed to reality. And envy gets transformed to respect. So this is what happens, and this is what we have to allow ourselves to go through this process of transformation. So if we don't allow for that, we have to take Maya seriously and we have to take Krishna seriously. If that is why to perform bhakti, to perform anything, we need to take care of our body also. So many senior devotees nowadays, you know what they are saying? After like 30, 40 years of experience, whenever I meet some senior devotees, they say, what are you doing for your body? They are asking. And some senior devotees are saying, I think we should bring fifth regulative principle. That fifth regulative principle is to take care of your health by doing some yoga, some exercise, some stretching, all those things. Why? Because in the name of becoming serious in Krishna consciousness, we become very serious in morning program, chanting, reading, everything is so serious, but we hardly give time to our body. Then what happens? Body slowly get lot of problems, wear and tear. So then that's why when you are healthy, you have 108 problems. When you have a disease, you have only one problem. That is your body. So if we don't take care of our body, if we don't eat proper food, if we don't do some stretching, some exercise or something, basically the point here is, don't abuse your body in the name of prasadam. Don't abuse your body in the name of Krishna consciousness. To practice Krishna consciousness, you need body. You need this vehicle. Without this vehicle, you can't practice. You can't do anything. Even to hold mala, you need some strength. Even to see something, you need eyes. I know earlier days I was so fanatic. When I started, I used to go to my office in the cab, and in the cab they used to put these FM songs loudly. Everybody wants to hear. Then I was fanatic, I can't hear all these things. So put the earphones and hear lecture, kirtan loudly. And because of that, my right ear has a problem. I can't hear completely. So, in the name of just being so fanatic, we need to understand how this is going to affect me also. Right? So, whenever, same with like somebody wakes up at 4 o'clock, till 9 o'clock, till 10 o'clock, you are not eating, a lot of gastric will come. So, like that, we need to see every body is different. Somebody is designed in particular way. Only if you be very conscious about your body, you will understand what all things body needs, and how, if you eat this, how body is reciprocating. If you eat this, what body is reciprocating. All these things we should know. I was telling our Abhay Prabhu, the Dr. Prabhu, I told him, you are a doctor, you should actually make some research and tell us what kind of food we should eat. Because our body needs proteins, vitamins, minerals, so many things. We do not know. How many of you know what food from what food what we get? We do not know anything, but body needs all these things. And none of us even caring about these things. So actually somebody who is intelligent, who have got this interest, please find out, make some research, do some research. And like every day rice dal, will it work? No. Every day chapatis will work. Then what do we need? We need everything, right? Fibers we need, minerals, proteins. So what are the sources of all these things? And accordingly we should plan and eat and take care of body nicely. So only then we'll be able to practice and become more serious in Krishna consciousness. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Bhaktivinoda Prabhu, you want to correct something and comment something? Yes, Prabhu. 3 things about Maya. Prabhu, you can say, Prabhu. Can you read? Consisting of the 3 modes of material nature.
What is the origin of the 3 modes? We know Vishnu is in charge of Sattva-guna. We say Brahma is in charge of Rajoguna and Shiva is in charge of Tamo-guna. What does it mean? Where does it originate? It is the quality of the material nature.
Quality of the material nature.
But there must be a person owning that quality, no?
Person?
Qualities are owned by a person. So we say Vishnu is in charge of Sattva-guna. Tamo-guna, Rajoguna, Brahma,
Yes.
Shiva. How do we get these 3 modes? How does it come to us?
According to my understanding, this is what the Krishna with this creation works with these 3 modes. He has put these 3 modes in this creation. Like whatever we speaking is under 3 modes, the colors are in 3 modes, everything comes under these 3 modes.
The Trivir Gunamayir Bhava, that verse is there, no? That Bhava is there. See, I heard the word Shankara means sum total, Ahankara is Samkara. Actually, we put a cap. A cricket person puts a cricket cap and another person some other cap. So ego is like a cap. When you take a birth, that particular ego is given to you, it's like putting a cap. Ego is like a cap. You act like that. Police people, they have a cap. These people have a cap. Then put a cap. So Ahankara is given by Shankara, Lord Shankara. We borrow something, like we borrow the ego. Ego is not part of us. Ego is what will come with us. It covers us. So we borrow that ego, and when you die, that ego goes back to Lord Shankara. Ego is something you borrow and give back. You don't own it. Your original ego is there, but that you are covered, you don't know that. So now I got some idea about ego is coming from Shankara. Right? So the 3 modes are found in the material nature. The 3 modes are found in the material nature, but they are not the source. They are not the origin of the 3 modes. So is there any particular deity or any particular thing in charge of the... Say Vishnu is in charge, Brahma is in charge. So I just want to know how does it come to us, in what proportion it comes to us. More Sattva-guna, more Tamo-guna, more Rajo-guna, different combinations. And we are supposed to be overcoming the three modes in bhakti.
That is the first step.
We are supposed to be overcoming the three modes in bhakti, right? We overcome or not?
Yes, we have to. That is a purpose.
So
we need to come to mode of goodness first, then pure goodness. Only in goodness we can practice bhakti.
But so how do we know where is the source, what is the origin?
Prabhu, according to my understanding, these three modes are like software. Like if in a computer, if I want to work, there is a software provided. Using that, through that software only, I need to perform any activity in the computer. So similarly, the moment in this creation, it is like a software. A person comes, he has to come with that software. Only thing is, you have different softwares. There is
So the three modes accompany ego.
yes.
Ego determines what kind of mode you will have.
Yes.
Every ego is different. So every ego carries different type of modes.
Yes.
So who arranges that?
That is our karmic. Like in my...
No. See, some astrology is also involved.
Ah.
Little bit of astrology. You are born in this star. You are born in this rasi.
Astrology is only indicative science.
But that is involved, no?
That is our... See, astrology, horoscope is nothing but our earned karma. Whatever I have
But
earned.
you can't explain why such a person behaves like that.
Because that is what he has earned. By looking at the chart, for a newborn baby, I can tell this person is going to become what he is going to become. But that is what he has earned.
So from where he has got it?
That is from previous life.
No, you can't go back like that.
No, from previous life only he has earned.
But what is the source, origin of the three modes? They are found in nature.
It is a software in the nature. In the creation, the software is there. So the moment a person comes, he has to come with the software. Otherwise, he cannot perform any activity.
But do I choose it?
Based on your karma only, you don't. We don't have choice. We are given. We are given. That's all. Based on my I can buy Microsoft if I have.
Suchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Bijayate. Krishna says, I put you. I give you a second chance because you are Yoga Brashta. So you will continue on the path of devotional service. So there's a specific statement by Krishna, I arrange it. Krishna says, I am arranging it.
I arrange it on what basis? Based on my karmic things only.
Devotional qualities. No, I left that devotion before.
Yeah.
Yoga Prashta. No?
Yeah.
Yoga Prashta means then I will not be born in the utter tamoguna. Like that. So
Yes.
I get an opportunity to come to Krishna consciousness.
Yes. That is my point also. In the last life you have done bhakti, you could not continue.
But that is not karma. That is devotional credit, sukriti.
Okay.
Sukriti is different.
Yeah.
Karma is different, sukriti is different. So Krishna is specifically telling, I arrange your birth like that. You know, Srimatam and Dimatam. Dimatam means you take birth in a Goswami family or Acharya family. So there is some action of Krishna there. Krishna arranges it. For others, it may be we do not know exactly how it happens. For devotees, Krishna protects. He gives the opportunity so that you can grow. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. So Krishna gives the opportunity like that. So I'm just saying that, so why don't we just attribute, to become a devotee, Krishna will arrange it for you. You will find a satsang, no? You will find a temple, you will find some satsang like that.
Yes.
So at least for us, these three qualities should not be an accident. For others, it may be accident. For us, it should not be accident. No? For devotees, it should not be accident. So that is how probably we can tell people you can overcome the problems of life because you will be aloof from the three modes. Krishna will keep you aloof from the three modes. Yes. You will not be in utter ignorance. Like you said, 4 kinds of people, He does not know, he does not know. Like that I'm saying. So for us, there is an opportunity to know that I can get out of the three modes. Otherwise, people cannot get out, no? Duratyaya, no?
Yes.
But mamamevam prapadyante.
Yes.
So therefore, three modes are cancelled.
Yes. So we need to focus on mama eva me prapadyante. If we focus on that, these three things.
For us, we can take three modes as at the command of Krishna. He can remove it. Like Prabhupada said, I pray to Krishna, so he protects it. So we should not worry about the origin of the three modes. We should know where is the solution.
Yes.
Solution is if I come to Krishna, these three modes will not give me such a hard time.
Perfect.
Like that perhaps.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, bro. You have time, it's 9:20.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Time is. So my question was, so you were talking about how it is important to use the free will to make the choices. So usually when the working of free will, how it happens in the growing stages, we see that the free will initially, because it is attracted to Maya, it has, initial that it rejects the right choices and takes to the wrong choices. And over a period of time, it's supposed to shift the free will from wrong choices to right choices. So how do we strengthen this free will where it starts making the right? So one is Guru Sadhu Shastra that you said, but because it has come growing, not taking the instructions of the Shastras and the Guru seriously, so how it can gradually make it stronger?
Okay. So for this we have to understand, we are what we are based on 5 factors. We are what we are is based on 5 factors. Number 1, our karma. Number 2, our upbringing. Number 3, our association. Number 4, our free will. And number 5, the mercy of the Lord. So what are the 5 things? Who can repeat? Yeah. Our karma, upbringing, association, free will, and mercy of the Lord. So in these 5 things, how many factors are in our control? Only one? 2 things are in our control. Association and free will is in our control. Do you have any control on your karma? Which we have done previously. We don't have any control on the karma. We don't have any control on the upbringing. We already brought up. Now we don't have control on the mercy of the Lord also. 2 things we have control, that is association and free will. And most of the time, even free will is also not in our control to great extent. So what is our in our control is at least push yourself to be in the association. So if we are in the association, at least we get some strength. That is why I'll tell you, if you want to do Nirjala Ekadashi, you will not be able to do Nirjala Ekadashi if you are alone in somewhere. If you are in the association of devotees only, you will be able to do. Simple, like gross example I am giving you. Even simple concept like fasting, you can do only in the association of devotees. So then, if you are not in the association of devotees, you cannot use your free will. They say, anyway, next year also, Nirjala Ekadashi will come. Mind will give all justifications. Right? Whatever we want to do, mind gives. Mind finds out the logic. Mind finds out the logic and puts that logic in that. So, only, we don't have free will. Great extent, free will is also not in our control completely. So, at least association, if we are in association, Guru Sadhu Shastra, that is the only hope. If we take care of that, then slowly we will increase the capacity to make the right decisions.
Association means again, if it can be elaborated, like what is exactly association when we are there in among Guru Sadhu Shastra?
Okay, nice, interesting question. What is association? Hearing and following? Okay, so many definitions will come. Yeah.
Devotees are like sages and we need to learn from them.
Devotees are like sages and we need to learn from them. Learn from the sages. What is association? Huh? Accepting submissively. What? Prasadam. Prabhu, sweet rice, I'll accept prasadam very submissively. Submissive oral reception. One of the definitions of association is to share one's consciousness. So, if you are, that is why when you associate with any people, you share their consciousness also. That is why we need to associate with people who have a better conscience than us. That is very important. So, once we associate with somebody who is very serious, somebody who is very advanced, so their consciousness we will share. Otherwise, if you associate with normal people, what do they speak? What is the subject matter? The topic for discussion. that is what we also share our consciousness. So that is why association means sharing consciousness. And how to do that? So it is there 6 ways of dadati, pratigranati. Yes. That association will influence to make us it will help us to make the right decisions every time. Abhimanyu Prabhu, I'll remember Chakra Vyuha.
So you are talking about this logic generated by belief system.
Yeah.
So Now, whatever logic you give, there will be always a logic for their own viewpoint.
Everything.
So then how do you change a belief system of a person?
Very good question. I have studied psychology. The entire psychology is to work on this. The entire concept of entire psychology is to, whenever people have some problem, I am in depression, go to their root cause. Change that belief system. Any fights happens between two people, like mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, they are fighting. She doesn't like. So how do you need to change the entire system? So daughter-in-law should understand mother-in-law has so many problems in her life also. And mother-in-law should understand daughter-in-law also has so many problems in her life. She has grown up in particular way. So once you go to the root cause, so then your belief system changes. This is what actually preaching is all about. Preaching also, we need to change the belief system of the person. So once their belief system changes, then other things they will fit in. If belief system is only not right, then whatever you do, you will not be able to do the right thing. So we need to work on the belief system. Huh?
How to do that?
How to? So that is the clarity all of us we should get. See, life is very beautiful if you have clarity. So life becomes complicated if you don't have clarity. In every stage. Like for example, you become a student, then which subject to take? If you are very clear that I'll tell you a simple example. I was giving a talk in the medical college, BMC Medical College. I was telling them, what are your goals? I was asking the doctors, would-be doctors, and none of them had any idea. I want to earn money. I want to make work in this hospital, something. So then I told them, in my school when I was studying, so many students, one day after my 10th standard, teacher asked, he made us sit and he asked, what do you want to become? What do you want? He was asking everyone. Some people said, I want to become doctor, engineer, lawyer, so many varieties of answers. But one girl, she said, I want to become an orthopedic surgeon. We didn't know what is orthopedic surgeon, but she wanted to become orthopedic surgeon. She went on to become that. In 10th standard, she had clarity. Why? Because her mother passed away because of some bone issue, something. And from that day, she decided, I want to become an orthopedic surgeon. Nothing actually cluttered her mind. She had so much clarity. So similarly, in our life, we should also have that kind of clarity. So once we have that clarity in life, like as a husband, what all I should do? As a brahmachari, what you should have clear-cut clarity. What is your goal? What you have to do? And once we have that clarity, life becomes very easy. We can go with the speed also. When we don't have clarity, then there's obstacles, hurdles. You don't know how to face challenges. So keep your fundamentals right. Have clarity about your fundas. If you don't have clarity about your fundamentals, then a lot of problems. Next question, how to get that clarity, Prabhu? Okay, I'll finish this. How to get clarity also I will answer. So how to get clarity? Yes, for that we need knowledge and we need guidance. Because right now our intelligence is not purified, it is not clear. So there is definitely, we are prone to make wrong decisions. So that is why we need to take shelter of senior devotees. Somebody is senior, trustworthy people. So we take their decisions and we make that decision based on their intelligence in the beginning. And slowly we get that. So that clarity comes only by the right knowledge and pure intentions. So finally, intention is what matters. So that is what we need to cultivate. Yes?
So one thing is to develop that clarity and intentions that's understood. Now how do you instill that clarity and intentions on others? Because you may have the knowledge, you may give the knowledge also, but they are not able to pick up the knowledge.
Understood the question? We have the clarity, but how to instill that clarity to others? One thing I will tell you, Prabhu, whenever, as a parent, as a preacher, I have seen, as a preacher, like we have cultivated so many devotees, as a parent I am cultivating my kids. So I was thinking so much, and finally I concluded with what we can give to others is only 3 things. No, 3 things. For first example, second example, third example. No. So in preaching or in parenting is a sutra. You can make a note of this and you can Tell others also. This is a sutra for preaching and sutra for parenting. 3 things only we can give. Prabhu, you come. It's okay. So what 3 things we can give? First, we can give knowledge. Second, we can give inspiration to follow that knowledge. And third, we can give facility to practice that knowledge. That's all. You cannot inst anything. If they are in the right mindset, if their intention is right, they will catch it. That's why I tell, most important things of this in this life is not taught, it is caught. Most of the important things are caught, then it is taught. So what are the 3 things we can give to others? Knowledge, inspiration and facility. See, I have sons. I can give them knowledge. You have to do right things, good things, become a devotee, all those things. Then I can give inspiration. See, if you do this thing, it is good for you, future, everything. Then I can give him facility. But if he associates with wrong people, if he wants to enjoy something, what I can do? I can knowledge, inspiration, facility. Knowledge, inspiration, facility. You cannot tell, come, chant. Not possible. Take to pure devotion. Only do this. Not possible. You can do that also. For how many days? Many parents, devotee parents have done that and their children are against parents. Some devotee children, they have saved their father's, mother's name as hell 1, hell 2, like that. One brahmachari, he went for college preaching one devotee boy, IYF boy. So Gaur Gopal Prabhu was saying this. So then this boy, he wanted to attend nature call. He said, Prabhuji, just hold my bag and mobile he gave. And Prabhuji has mobile. Gaur Gopal Prabhu was saying many long back. Suddenly he got a call. He said, hell calling. And immediately he left the mobile. By mistake, I'm holding, then the call may take me to the hell. So then he was beautiful. For 1 second, he was like taken aback. Then he asked this boy, what happened? No, this is my mother, Prabhu. That's what happens. Same thing happens in the preaching also. If we, in the name of preaching, rather than bringing people closer to Krishna, because of us, they will go away from Krishna also. So we need to be super conscious, very careful.
Another thing, another concept we're talking about, that fall down by Maya. Maya is a teacher and not the person who is going to make us fall. So those who are in higher rungs of positions, internal development, how much there happens, we don't know. But even they sometimes fall. So if Maya is not making us, trying us to fall down, so then how such people fall down? Is it due to the pride that...
that is the exam. In their level, they get the exam. In that exam, if they fail, they will fall.
You told that the test will come according to the level.
Yes.
But even if a person in a level is not so much,
they are not
higher
prepared.
test comes.
No. Exam will come with education also, no? You should be prepared when the exam comes. If you are not prepared well, you will not perform well. If you don't perform well, you come down, degrade. You don't advance, elevate.
So when pride comes...
Pride is that is what? Pride itself is you are not writing the exam. You are not using the free will properly. All this ego, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, all these things will actually delude us. Yeah, as you rightly said, it's pride, because of pride or because of... See, in anything, whenever fall down happens also, no, it is not that fall down suddenly happens. I am just pure, everything is going on. Suddenly 921, immediately I fell down. Doesn't work like that. All of us, every individual soul who falls down, he falls down with the same pattern. This pattern, you have already faced it. It is a pattern. All of us, we fall, we go degrade in the same pattern. You are doing something very nicely. Suddenly you saw on mobile, some message came. Some friend has sent a message. You said, when are you coming to the college tomorrow? And when you say that person name is Arun, so then Arun has sent a mail. Then immediately, Arun, what did he do? Last week actually he scolded me. Then what did he scold? Why did he scold? then because I was speaking with other person, then that another person connection will come. So that connection, that person, again, what did you do? Oh, with him actually I went to a movie. In that movie I saw something, that triggered me. Then I went home, I did this. So many, this is a pattern. So similarly, all of us, all of you agree? We all fall with the same pattern. Our life works with a similar pattern. So don't allow that pattern to work. So it is not sudden immediate things happen. It is actually a pattern. That's what, there is thinking, feeling and willing. So there is a thought. If you don't promote that thought, it will end up in the thought only. The moment if you allow that thought to grow, it comes to the stage of feeling. Once you start feeling for it, then you want to do it. So as devotees, what we have to do is, at the level of, see, thought, nobody can stop. Thought can come. What is that famous Sri Vaishnava Acharya? He said, whenever I get a thought of lust, I spit at that thought. That means he is also getting the thought. The point is, he is also getting the thought. That is why he is so confidently telling how he is going to deal with that thought. So similarly, we also are going to get thought. At the level of thought only, we need to.
If I can put it rightly, means as you said, Maya will give test according to the level of the person who can handle it.
Yes.
But sometimes if seemingly test is more difficult, is it because
Lack of preparation.
Or is it because you have developed the pride?
That is lack of preparation. Pride has come means you are not prepared. Your preparation is not right. Okay?
Or is it the pride in the sense that I am something, but I am claiming to be something?
Yeah.
So that time Maya tests us, check whether if you can do this.
No, you are a 7th standard student only, but you are thinking you are a 10th standard student.
So will Maya give 10 standard?
No. You don't know what is A plus B whole cube. What I will give you differentiation. You don't know what is differentiation only. She will give. She knows what to give. But it is only you are thinking that I am 10th standard. You are posing with in front of everybody. Hey, I am 10th standard. I already reached Baba. I have a lot of ruchi. So, but your ruchi is only when you get prasadam in front of you. But I am thinking I got ruchi in Krishna consciousness. It doesn't work like that. Okay? Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. So let us all thank His Grace Anantvallabh Prabhuji for enlightening